We came up with the idea of this name Gormworm as it kind of combined the worm moon, which was on the 16th of March, which is when our show opened, or well, it opened on the 19th, just after that, and Gorm, which is the Irish word for blue. So Gormworm together means a blue worm moon. This is a photo collage by Sarah Edmondson, and it's part of her installation, which is called Arenicola luna, which is moonworm. And it's based on her kind of suggestion that the moon geography, the tunnels and the craters and the mountains were all created by these giant lugworms, which we see in the sand on the beach, where they kind of excavate and throw up these casts of soil, which would have formed these lunar mountains. So her idea is that perhaps the whole geography of the moon was created by these worms. So alongside the photo collage, the installation also comprises this sculptural piece with film, which shows a suggestion of the lugworms and how they move, and how they might be tunneling and burrowing in the landscape. The sound is it's actually the sound of these little worms that Sarah filmed, just the sound that they made naturally as she was handling them, and it kind of lent this kind of a raspy sound that could suggest scraping or excavating. This is a collage by Mary Martin. She uses this idea of an evolution or a future which may have, humanity may cease to exist, that we will have morphed somehow and adapted to our environment, and that I think as well part of hers is that this can all be going on at the moment, it's just we're not able to see it. This piece is titled Glow, which is the Irish word for a really, really loud noise made by either a crowd or by the sea, or some kind of a din is the translation of it. This piece here is this painting, this little painting she has done is called Ska, which is a shadow, and in it you can see a figure kind of wrestling with a shadow, their shadow maybe, that has already started to morph into a kind of a semi-fish human. In my work, I don't have any worms. I have been looking at the myth of hairiness and the idea of the lunar cycle changing our moods and changing how we present ourselves. I was particularly interested in hair and hairiness, so these pieces are part of a group titled Moon Phase. I have this one is called Hirsute. They're very, this Noli Me Tangere, and that one is a moonlit roof. And this piece is called Hairy on the Inside, and it is a big monoprint, I guess. It's the idea being, I suppose, that we're embracing our more animal-like character that we all possess, that sometimes may come out more or become more obvious during the full moon. This again is very influenced by Angela Carter and her The Company of Wolves in particular, that story. So it was a lot about how it's scarier to be hairy on the inside, and you have to be, I suppose it's a wariness not to be totally taken up with appearance, that a lot of it is hidden. I sewed this, I printed it and sewed the pattern from my dad's suit pattern. I really like making things as well as printing. I like that kind of expanded print idea, that it's, sometimes I like etching and it's flat, but I get more enjoyment myself when I actually make something 3D, but kind of old-fashioned 3D.